One of my friends is getting a refinance on her home. As part of the underwriting requirement, an appraisal is needed. So the real estate appraiser showed up at her property, walked through the house, and took some pictures. Since no one notified her that photos would be taken, she got confused about its usage and felt an invasion of her privacy. So why do appraisers take pictures of a property? The key reasons appraiser takes photos of a home is to fulfill the lender's requirement. They are an important supporting document and also help to develop an unbiased assessment of the subject property. Here are 4 reasons why appraiser need to take photos of the property. Reason number 1, fulfill the lender's requirement. Back in the old days, appraisers were only required to take photos of the front, back and street view of a subject property. However, the appraisal requirement has become more stringent after the previous real estate meltdown. During the financial crisis, many mortgage lenders lost tons of money. They were unable to fully recoup their loan since the collateralized properties were way overvalued. Therefore, having photos in an appraisal report is pretty much a norm nowadays. Most people are not overly concerned when you take photos on the property exterior, but you may need to pay a bit more attention to the interior photograph requirements. Reason number 2, better understanding with vivid pictures. The photos become especially important when you need to make an adjustment that is out of the ordinary range. Along with the well-written description in the appraisal, images would be a great complement to support your points. Reason number 3, recollection for developing the appraisal. It's not uncommon that you need to inspect multiple properties on the same day. Even though you could have taken notes about a property, there could be times what you wrote down could be different from what you saw. An appraiser once told me that he wrote down there were 4 rooms in a subject property, but somehow he did remember there were only 3. Luckily, he took pictures of each room so that he could confirm without revisiting the property. Reason number 4, documentation for filing. Most of your work is done after the appraisal is submitted. But there could be times you'll need to access the file after an extended period. For instance, your work is being audited, scrutinized, or you need to provide evidence in court litigation. Let's talk about what are the pictures needed in an appraisal. Number 1, photos of all the rooms. According to the FHA photograph guideline, you must take photos of each and every room. That includes kitchen, main living area, bathrooms, and bedrooms. They help the appraisal readers to have a better understanding of the condition of various rooms and the structure of the properties. Number 2, photos of upgrades, renovation, or remodeling. If the homeowner spent lots of money in renovating their house, then you should consider whether those improvements could enhance the appraised value. Number 3, take photos of the maintenance required. Leaky ceiling, unsafe stairs, or rusted windows are some examples. You might need to make a downward adjustment to the appraised value. The images help the underwriter to understand the severity of the problem. Number 4, photos of special features. Each house is unique. Even though 2 houses could have similar size, their unique features could lead them to different appraised values. Having photos of potentially added value features could add credibility to your assessment. Number 5, photos of attic and crawlspace. If a FHA loan is involved, then your appraisal must comply with the FHA guideline. The best way to prove you have performed a minimum of head and shoulder inspection in the attic and crawlspace is by taking photos as supporting evidence. Number 6, photos of the external environment. The exterior could just be as important. Apart from the lawns, walls, driveway and the roof, the location of the property could also impact the appraised value. Here are 11 tips for appraisers when taking photos of a property. Tip number 1, inform the real estate agent. The number 1 reason property owners are dissatisfied because they are not even aware that you would take photos of their home. This truly caught them off guard. If there's a salesperson involved, ask them to notify their clients that pictures will be taken on every room. Tip number 2, explain to the property owner that this is the lender's requirement. The pictures would help to develop an unbiased value about the property. Tip number 3, build trust with the homeowner. Emphasize that you are a licensed real estate appraiser. All procedures you take is legit and complying with the state appraisal regulation. Tip number 4, reinforce the images will not be publicized. It is only intended to be seen by the loan underwriter or the person who orders the appraisal for evaluating purpose. Tip number 5, explain that the pictures are to illustrate the structure of the property, and not for documenting their personal contents. Tip number 6: suggest homeowners to remove any personal items or put them into storage. Tip number 7: do not take photos of people, even including yourself. Although it might not be your intention, this could accidentally happen through a mirror reflection. Tip number 8: never take photos inside a drawer. This is a severe invasion of others' privacy. Tip number 9: beware of a home office. It could include confidential details of the homeowner's clients. Tip number 10: beware of pets. Sometimes you might want to open doors to get better lighting of the room. Make sure the owner will lock their pet into a secured cage. The last thing you want is to handle the frustration of an owner with a missing cat. Tip number 11: inform tenants ahead of time. Sometimes the subject property is occupied by tenants rather than the owner. There could be occasions where the owner does not have direct contact with the tenants. Because all communication is done through a property management company. In such a scenario, you should schedule the home visit days in advance. This could give enough time for the property manager to make necessary arranging with the tenants. Including relevant photos is an essential step to creating a credible appraisal. Not only it helps the readers to have a thorough understanding of your value opinion, but it could also serve as a supporting document or even evidence down the road. It is a mandatory requirement requested by most lenders. As a professional real estate appraiser, you can explain to them why you'll need to take the pictures and the usage of them. This would keep them from being confused and worrying about their privacy. Your patience and transparency would ease their concerns and make your job a lot easier. I hope you'll find this video helpful. For more resources about the different real estate career, please visit realestatecareerhq.com. I will also leave a link of this full article in the description box below. Also, remember to subscribe to our channel, so that I can keep you posted with updates about the different real estate professions. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.